Hey everyone, I'm Kiki.
And I'm Kari.
And in today's video, we are going to be redrawing our old art. The old art in question comes from our reacting to our old art video, so if you haven't seen that video, we highly recommend that you go watch it. You don't have to, but if you want to have fun, you can go watch that, yeah. But yeah, so we're going to be redrawing our old art just to see where we are now as artists, and I think it would just be really fun to see how we approach these redraws, so let's go. Alright, so the artwork that I chose to redraw was this drawing. I chose this drawing because looking back at it, it was really nostalgic, and I had already redrawn this actually in the past. Yeah, I don't think I did this drawing much justice with the redraw that I did a few years back. I really don't like how I, redrew the character, so I chose this drawing to redraw yet again to kind of redeem myself from that, and also just to test myself in how I draw characters now and how I just create illustrations in general. Now, more about this art from 2017. I was 11 when I made this, so there's a bit of obvious mistakes in it, and it looks a little funny. The characters' outfits, they're very interesting. The character design is very interesting. I'll have you guys know that I honestly just made this on a whim. I did not know what I was doing. I know I wanted to draw Yaoi, so I drew Yaoi, and I'm doing it again. So yeah. I'm very excited to redraw this, so let's see how I do. When deciding how I would go about redrawing my little Chew drawing, again, I kind of already came up with something. I knew I wanted something a little bit more illustrative, or there's a scene happening. So I decided to go with the idea that this little devil and this little angel are having dinner, or maybe on a date, I don't know. And the devil came out of their little pit and the angel came down to go see them type thing. You can see that happening. This drawing was just a means to redeem myself from my first ever redraw of this old art. I really didn't like how I did the character designs, as I stated before, so I tried to really think about the design this time around. Not anything elaborate or specific, just something that wasn't giving too much of a similar vibe as the original two pieces that I did. For example, for the devil boy, I didn't just want to make him pink and red again, though I did have that pop up again in this new drawing as a little hey, remember, this is a redraw. But I did want to take my creative liberties and changes. I think that this redraw ate up the other two drawings. It ate up the original, it ate up the redraw, because no hate to past me for the two drawings that I did, the original and the redraw, but I feel like this time around I tried going for something a little bit more elaborate, more different, and not just a two characters against a solid colored background. I tried actually, creating a scene with this. Maybe you can interpret something from this, what are they talking about? Why are they together? What does this angel boy have to do with this devil boy? I mean, yeah. I guess I'll talk about what I like about this redraw. I honestly really like how the devil guy looks. He looks very pretty. I will say that hair, Pantene. He uses Pantene. Come on, you see how beautifully luscious that long hair is? I also think it's very interesting how I changed up the devil boy's look compared to the redraw and the original, because yeah, I'd like to think he doesn't look so basic and anime-y as the other two drawings looked. It's still very anime because that's just my style, but I think it has more of a charm to it, the design this time around. And also I think the devil boy's design is kind of a bit inspired off of D&D because he's kind of giving tiefling a little bit, because I made his skin color a reddish pinkish. And of course for the angel guy I had to add wings. At first I didn't want to because I was lazy, but I did them near the end, and I'm happy that I went with wings. Also, to create more visual interest, on the angel guy side, the picture is very bright, you know, heavenly, or whatever, and the devil guy's side is like darker because, you know, he's literally popping up from the pits of hell. And, you know, the sky on his side of the drawing is like dark. It's also kind of, to me, with this going on, it's giving yin and yang a little bit, and I think that was maybe intentional. Yeah, pretty much. But I had a lot of fun redrawing this, and I hope you guys like this redraw. Like, do you think I've improved? I think so. From 2017 to the 2025. I think this is a pretty nice improvement, and I actually really like it. You know, I always want to try to push myself to do more than just like 2 characters on like a colored background or something designy. Like, I want to actually push myself to do more like scenic stuff, and I think I did that this time around. So yeah, this is my finished drawing. I hope you guys like it. Also, little disclaimer, this isn't meant to be offensive in any way. I know it's a devil and an angel, but you know, it's not, I'm not trying to be religious in any sort of way. It's just a fun little drawing, just to put that out there. Alright, this is it. Now, let's go see what Kari does with her redraw. My time has come. Okay, so this is my drawing that I'm gonna be redrawing. Oh my gosh. So this drawing, looking at it, it's not the worst thing in the world, but something that I would like to do differently this time around for the redraw is I want to put more thought into her design, because I know for a fact that middle school me drawing this just put whatever came to mind and just that's what happened. That was the result. So let's go and redraw this. Okay, so first things first, I went and redesigned the character because I wanted her to have more thought behind her, like I said already. And here she is. This is her new design. I think she turned out really cute, and I feel like she would like make a really interesting D&D character. So I don't know if you guys play D&D and you want this character. I mean, I don't know, hit me up. I don't know. So onto the art process, I started with the background. Now, backgrounds aren't really my strong suit. It kind of looks a little bit abstract. That wasn't really the intention at first, but like I just kind of went with it because I feel like if I added lines to the background, it would sort of clash with the character art. Anyways, after that, it was pretty straightforward. I kind of feel like I didn't really render a lot for this piece, but you know what? It's okay. I think it still looks kind of polished, and I guess that's what matters. Talking about the character, I was kind of thinking of some things, not lore. I restrained myself. I did. So I'm thinking she's kind of like a Mother Nature type of character, you know what I mean? Like she's like a deity. And back to like the way that she looks, her design, her outfit is a little bit boho inspired, and she has like moss on her, you know, nature, yeah, nature, and she has antlers, and I gave her like legs, like animal legs based off of a deer. I know deer legs are a lot thinner than these because she has cackles going on right now, but I like to think that she, being a, you know, very nature centered person, that she took on the form of a deer because she's just really connected to deers, and that was just her interpretation. But yeah, that's pretty much all I really have for talking about the art process. There's not much else to say, and especially the character, there's not much else to say either, but I think it turned out pretty okay. I like the textures and everything, so I think it was a pretty successful redraw, and I turned this really uncomfortable looking character into a really nice and calming person. So yeah, this is what I have. Did I improve? Let me know. Alrighty, so that was our redraws of our old art. We hope you liked how we did these. Let us know if you think that we improved. Do you like the originals still? I don't know. We hope that this video inspired you guys to go look in your little archives and pull out a drawing and redraw that and see how you improve, because it's always really fun to just redraw your art. Even if you don't even see that much improvement, it's still really fun because you are actively improving when you redraw your art. And we really like how our stuff came out, and a redraw doesn't necessarily have to be like exactly the same as your old one, as long as you're like, you know, you're doing your redraw intending for it to be like a new version. This video was kind of short this week, but we hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. Next week is gonna be a little fun one, a little hint. I'm gonna give you a hint. The hint is summer. Wow, what a shocker! Oh my gosh, it's summers. The summers is here. Yay! But yeah, we're gonna head off now. We love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. We can't wait to upload our next video. It's not even the next week, but you know, we're excited. But yeah, we'll see you later. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.